Hello and welcome to the Little Crafter Show. My name is Eileen, aka Eileen Little Crafter. Additional information about this show and my podcast show can be found on my website, eileenlittlecrafter.com. Alrighty, guys, so everything under the sun. Basically, it's about my monthly favorites, and we're going to be talking about my May favorites. May is basically almost the same time for summer, so you know graphic tees and tees alike are on the menu. First off, I would like to say that I'm trying to get a good angle here because you can see the wall. Anyways, graphic tees are like my favorite. I love this time of year because I love t-shirts and tank tops, and Torrid has the best tank tops and the best graphic tees in my opinion. Besides making your own, but we'll get to that in a second. So Torrid definitely hands down has to be one of my favorite places to go by, and it's pretty close by to where I live. Not that close, but you know, it's much more convenient, and they have really good deals and a lot of savings. The only thing is I wish they had an app. But besides that, Torrid is awesome. So speaking of making tees, I have been loving videos with making t-shirts, and the Cricut vinyl has just been one of my, as you guys know, I went on a crazy shopping haul for Mother's Day and got a bunch of different types of vinyl to make t-shirts. And for me, the best place to buy t-shirts from is at Target. So once again, hey Target, gotta fix this up here. Anyways, so what I want to say is that Target is like my go-to place to buy things for t-shirts around this time of year. Awesome prices, so check them out. And oh, by the way, before I get into the next one really quick with Torrid, Torrid has sizes from size 0, 00 to 30. So basically, when you're looking at like the sizes, they do have a size chart on their website, so it corresponds to different numbers within that bracket. So like, let's say if you are a 26 to a 28, that would either be a size, I think a size 5 or 4. But just double check the website. Each clothing venue has a different sizing method, so it's always good to double check before you buy. And they do have a really good return policy. The store that I go to, they never have given me any issues. So awesome sauce. Anyway, moving right along. Speaking of t-shirts, I would like to try and make my own. So you guys know that I own a Cricut, and they just released the new beta, which is basically Design 3, and you're seeing the door jamb. Which is still in beta, but it's still it's still called Design 3, and I love it. It is much more streamlined. There's no flash. It seems to be working faster, and you can see your projects. So it's no longer a list. It's basically actual images. So that's awesome. And the only other thing that I noticed that they don't have the pre-canvas anymore. But you know, like I said, it's still in beta, so we shall see what is more to come. So super excited with that. So speaking of images, you know, Cricut does have a good library, and they just came up with some kawaii. So I'm totally crazy about the kawaii images, which I forgot to put in my last video. But I also do have some sites that are not Cricut, from Cricut, but they can be used to cut on the Cricut and maybe other electronic cutting machines. You would just have to read through their information before you buy or download. Because some of the sites are free and some of them, you know, you can pay. One particular site that I found out while watching a video from, I think it was Auntie Tay. I watched one of her videos, and she was talking about some free SVG files, and one of her viewers was asking where can you get the free ones, and someone mentioned you can get it from svglub.com. So I went there, and holy cow, guys, they are awesome. Now they do ask for a little bit of a donation, which is okay because their quality of their stuff is really beautiful, and they do have some images for sale. So $24 for this particular bundle that I bought, for 1,000 images. Who can beat that? Seriously. So that was really, really awesome, and they seem to be coming out with more images each day. They just came up with some new images, and I was just quickly looking through the site. And I'll definitely be doing another video on that really quick, so that you guys know how to, probably I'm gonna just do a quick overview of how to navigate the site just a little bit. And the other site that I'm really loving for letters, because I want to have more fonts in my system for whatever, is called funbundle.net. I want to say .com, but it's .net, and they have some free bundles, or free images and fonts, but they also have some paid ones as well. And they have this really cool one for a great price called Holy Craft. You might have seen that from Craftsman 2. I seen it before they made the video, so it was so funny. I was like, oh snap, I'm actually thinking about buying that one. And they showed some more of the images, so I was really thinking about buying that, so I definitely bought it. And I bought a few other ones, and yeah, so it's a really good site. Love that site as well. The other site that I'm really digging, because I was speaking of YouTube, YouTube basically has has a really good community, and a lot of people have been asking, well, how do you make good clip art? And I basically was searching it, and a lot of YouTubers have been saying and recommending that you use PicMonkey. Now, PicMonkey basically has different camera sizes, not only for your clip art, which is the little art above your when you look into your channel, you'll see that. And I made the video already, and I'll put that in the video somewhere. And so I used it and I loved it, and it has some good features for people who just want to use it for free, and for people who want to use it for paid members. So it's a really good site all the way around. And you can also, if you save whatever it is you were working on as a PNG, you can export it or import it, whatever it is, put it onto your electronic cutting device. So since I use my Cricut, I'm going to say my Cricut. I can upload it to my Cricut. Alright, so we talked about PicMonkey, we talked about FunBundle, we talked about what else? SVG files, we talked about Turret, we talked about Kmart and graphic tees, which are my favorite, t-shirts in general. So now you're wondering probably, what have I been using to film these videos or edit them? Well, actually more edit them. I have been using something called Filmora from Wondershare. Once again, thank you, the community of YouTubers, for recommending Filmora. It has been a really hard, troubling time trying to film my videos, and I've just been crazy trying to get everything together. So finally, I just gave up using Microsoft Movie Maker, and I switched over to Filmora. And I'm glad that I did. It gives you a 7-day free trial, and you could film from your webcam. You can film what's on your screen, which is what I've been doing. And that was my big whatchamacallit. Once I saw that you can do that, I immediately, I didn't even wait for the free trial to end. I just bought it. I probably should have waited. But you know, it was something. It was kind of impulsive, and it was fun, and I haven't looked back. There's a bit of a learning curve. I do wish that, like I said, I've said this before, that I do wish that they had more things for what is that, for fine art, or crafting videos, or just art in general. But hopefully, you know, if more of us, you know, ask more nicely, then maybe we'll see how it goes. But it's a really and it's funny because I made a comment and they said, oh, thank you for your comment. And I was like, oh, great, that's awesome. So thank you for that. And yeah, so more videos to come, so that my podcast listeners can see a visual aid of what's going on with these sites, and give you a little bit of a lowdown of these sites as well. And I'll put everything in the video. I will also put a link to the blog post that I'm going to be making. And thank you for watching, and bye for now.